the band goes by City and Color instead of Dallas Green because I just didn't want to, I didn't even feel comfortable enough to put my name behind it because I feel like this is a very like narcissistic business to be in, you know. It is, a lot of the times it turns out to be more about the person and about how much more special they are than you than about just, this is what I think I'm okay at. I can play the guitar and I can sing, and I'd love to be a mathematician or a scientist or a history professor, but none of that takes, you know, my brain doesn't take to any of that other stuff. This is all I can do. So that's kind of what I wanted it to be more about. It wasn't about, hey, come look at me, I'm special. It was just, hey, I have this thing that I think I'm pretty good at. Would you mind listening to it? You know? And it's good though. I'm glad, like, there's enough people out here doing what I do that want to be the biggest and the best and think that they're the biggest and the best, that I can just kind of sit over in the shadows and sing my songs and play my guitar and have fun with my friends. And some people like it, some people don't. Some people don't even know who I am, and that's okay with me. I mean, it is to a degree, but it's not. When I say fiercely independent, I'm not throwing it in anyone else's face. I just mean my whole career has been based on no one telling me what to do, and sometimes to the detriment of my career. You know, I'm sure if there was a bigger machine behind what I did, and you know, if I took tour support and had all that stuff, maybe more people would know or be able to listen to my songs. But having complete creative control at the end of the day means more to me. It means that when I come off stage, I know that if it sucked, it wasn't for any fault other than my own, you know? And that's good. That's a good feeling to have, you know, knowing that you're kind of in control of whether it's going to be good or not. No one else really has a say. I don't have like a strict, like, okay, I'm going to tour for 2 years on this cycle, and then I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to go and, you know, rent a house in Monaco for 6 months and try and find myself and make a record. I don't do that. I'm always playing my guitar. I'm always looking for something, you know. Now, sometimes months will go by where I don't find anything, but I'm always open to trying to write a new song. So I've got a bunch of new songs that I like, and but I've got a bunch of touring still to do on this record, and I don't necessarily focus a lot on new stuff while I'm on the road, because I'm trying to make sure that the show is what it should be, and the show is focused on all of the past music. You know, you can't road test songs anymore, because then they're on YouTube the next day, and it's people already have an idea of what they think it should sound like, and so I don't play any new songs anymore, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah, I've got new songs, and once I finish up all of my duties on this record, I'll go and see if I like anything, you know, throw everything at the wall, see if anything sticks. When I started writing songs, and I was, you know, sort of approached them in this very open book kind of diary style of writing, I never imagined the moments that I would have with people where they literally opened up their diary for me, and it can be very trying, but not in a way that I don't appreciate it. Just like when someone, you know, we played in Hawaii 2 nights ago, and this girl gave me this letter after the show, and it was all about how her father contracted cancer, and he spent a year in the hospital, and she sang one of my songs to him for the last week of his life over and over and over until he finally passed away. And like, when I wrote that song for myself, selfishly, I could never have thought that would happen, you know, and it was a song I wrote probably 7 years ago. So no, I never thought about that when I started writing, but I still don't think about things like that when I'm writing, because I just write about things that are, I write for me. But I try to write them in a relatable enough way that hopefully someone else can listen to it and, you know, take whatever they need from it.